We are the second presenter. So today, we are discussing about the differences between the aerobic energy system and the anaerobic energy system. So now, let's proceed. What is aerobic energy system? This system relies on oxygen to produce adenosine triphosphate or the ATP, the body's main energy currency. It is active during sustained, low to moderate intensity activities. So, meaning ng aerobic energy system, this system requires an oxygen to make the ATP or the adenosine triphosphate. So, etong ATP na to, ito yung first source of energy ng ating katawan. Ito yung nagpa-power sa mga activities na matatagal but not totally binibigyan natin ng lakas. Like for example na lang is yung brisk walking, pagbibisikleta, or yung steady na paglangoy. Ang aerobic energy system ay effective sa mga long-term activities kasi dahan-dahan niya lang tayo binibigyan ng energy para hindi tayo gaanong mapagod. So now, let's proceed. What is an aerobic energy system? This system does not require oxygen to generate ATP. It provides energy for short, high-intensity efforts when oxygen supply cannot keep up with demand. So meaning, the anaerobic energy system, this system, it doesn't require an oxygen to make the ATP or the adenosine triphosphate. This system, it gives us the power para sa mga activities or gawain natin na maikli pero matataas ang intensity. Like for example, na lang dito is yung pag-sprint, pagbubuhat ng mabigat, or lifting heavy things or weights, o sa mga biglaang galaw sa sports. This system is effective para sa mga mabilis na kilos pero hindi siya nagtatagal. At minsan, itong system na to is nagdudulot ng temporary na pagkapagod dahil sa ating lactic acid.
Good day, I'm Mary Grace Alvarado, so I will tackle about the energy production process. So the first one is aerobic. Aerobic energy production happen inside the mitochondria or the power plants of your cells. When you breathe in oxygen, your cells use it to burn carbohydrates, fats, and sometimes protein. Because oxygen is present, the process is incredibly true, squeezing out a massive amount of energy, specifically up to 38 ATP molecule or the body's energy currency from just one molecule of sugar. For example, jogging or a brisk walk. When you go for a 30 minutes jog, your heart rate stay steady and you breathe deeply. This constant supply of oxygen allow your muscle to rely on aerobic production. This is why you can keep jogging for a long time without your muscle burning or giving out immediately. You are efficiently producing a large, steady stream of energy.
So good day everyone, my name is Nurslin A. Calbi and I'm from BPED 1B, and today I'm going to explain the types of anaerobic energy system and give some examples. So the anaerobic energy system is, it works without our oxygen's in our surroundings, and provides quick energy for short, intense activities. So it has two systems, which is the phosphocatin or the PCR system and the lactic acid system. So let's start from the first, which is the phosphocatin system. So this is phosphocatin system which lasts from 0 to 10 seconds. It gives instant and powerful energy using stored phosphocatin in our muscles. So for examples is this, these are short sprints like a 50-meter dash, jumping, heavy weightlifting, and quick explosive movements in sports. So by doing those activities, it gives us short instants in our muscles, quick reaction. And then the second is the lactic acid system, which lasts from 10 to 90 seconds. It produces energy from breaking down glucose without oxygen. But it also creates lactic that can cause muscle fatigue. For like example, including a 200 200 to 40-meter run, fast cycling, swimming, one fast lap, and repeated fast movements in sports like basketball. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cataler Castañas, and now let's proceed to duration and intensity of activity. So in aerobic, supports activities lasting minutes to hours at low to moderate intensity. So like for example is jogging, cycling, swimming laps. In anaerobic, powers short bursts of high-intensity movement, like for example, sprinting, weightlifting, and jumping.
Good day everyone, I'm G&J Demate. So now let's proceed in byproducts. So in aerobic, produce carbon dioxide and water which are easily eliminated through breathing and sweat. Think of a aerobic system as your body's clean engine for long distance activities. When you do steady exercise like walking or slow jogging, your body uses oxygen to turn food into energy. This process is very efficient only leaves behind two simple things. So the first is the carbon dioxide and the second is water. You get rid of the carbon dioxide by breathing it out, and the extra water leaves your body as sweat. For example is when you go for a 30 minutes bike ride, you breathe faster to push out the gas your muscles made and you start to sweat to release the extra water. Because these byproducts are so easy to get rid of. Your muscles don't feel a sharp burn, allowing you to keep moving for a long time. So that's all. Let's proceed in anaerobic.
Good day everyone, I am Reds Marbani from BPED 1B. I'm gonna tackle about the byproducts. So under anaerobic byproducts. Anaerobic byproducts, the lactic acid system produce lactic acid which can cause muscle fatigue and soreness when accumulated. The PCR system has no harmful byproduct.
Anaerobic relies on stored phosphocreatine and carbohydrates, glucose or glycogen. Only fats and proteins cannot be broken down without oxygen.
So, good day everyone. I am Margaret Chursabelia and I'm from BPED 1B. So, today I will explain about the last topic which is the efficiency. So, first, what is efficiency? So, efficiency is about the means how well your body produces energy or ATP from fuel like glucose and oxygen. So, in efficiency, we have aerobic and anaerobic. So, first, I will explain about aerobic. So, aerobic, this system uses oxygen to break down food like glucose, so it produces a large amount of ATP energy. It's slower, but it lasts longer and doesn't get tired easily. So, I will give example about aerobic and anaerobic kasi kanina nagbigay na si Juliana ng mga example about aerobic and anaerobic. So, I will give a situational example. So, like for example, if you jog for 30 minutes, your body uses aerobic energy because it needs steady long-term energy. You don't get tired quickly because your body is producing a lot of ATP efficiently. So next, we have anaerobic, so less efficient. This system does not need oxygen, so it produces energy very fast, but only a small amount of ATP. So in summary, ang aerobic system is mas efficient kasi gumagamit siya ng oxygen, kaya mas maraming energy ang nagpo-produce at tumatagal. Samantalang, ang aerobic mas mabilis gumawa ng energy pero konti lang, kaya mabilis ka rin mapagod.